Hi, hello, welcome to the Daily Tarot Buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is the Green Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for transiting moon into Scorpio, and that will be a seventh house event because we are in the season of Taurus. So, during the Taurus season, when we have any energy in Scorpio, that's a seventh house event. And the event that we're having is a lunation. It's a moon event, a lunar event, which means there'll be increased an uptake in our intuition and insight according to the seventh house. So partnerships, harmony, one-on-one affairs, or open enemies, I hate to say. And then it will be manifest according to the sign. So the sign will be Scorpio. So it'll be deep, it'll be powerful. It might even be visceral. It might have to deal with karma. It might have to deal with secrecy. Okay. I'm getting a couple of these things here. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering taken messages from behind the veil. If you're new, welcome. You belong, welcome home. And if you're returning, thank you for your continued support. From Liminal 11, we'll be using, excuse me, just a quick sec. Liminal 11 will be using the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sturl. And that's to impose the guidance. What I'm getting thus far is that there's this thing that's going on, whatever that is, whatever that looks like. We are kind of moving the energy and cycling through. We're going through a sacred clearance, if you would, especially around the people, places, and things, maybe sometimes even the environment surrounding locations. So it's been these collective powers, sometimes called cabals, other times cliques, other times covens. Something's happening though. I'm getting a lot of the maruts and the rudras, which just means there's gonna be like a storm to clear. Some of us is gonna be purified, and there is, heavenly assistance to those of us who are clean, pure souls, authentic, genuine, sincere. And then personally, among ourselves, we're going to be working on our system structure foundation. Maybe it's to be self-governing, maybe it's to be self-masterful. There's something going on here in respect to the institutions that we're building. Maybe it's some type of legacy estate, maybe it's some type of business corporation. The four cards that will set the energy for this entire reading as we're gathered here today are the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Again, the four cards to talk about the overall energy of this gathering here today, the Daily Tarot Buffet, for the transiting moon into Scorpio will be the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. These four cards, the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and Queen of Pentacles, the additional cards that come out will clarify or modify these normal energies. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and the okay, so there's a witch here. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles means that we're working within some type of legacy or some type of corporation, and also that we're adept at a practical skill, whether it's nurturing creativity or some actual type of practical work. Two ones might mean that we're at a crossroads or we're weighing up our options now that something has gone down or come up. With the Three of Pentacles, it means also that, we're needing to co-create, collaborate, cooperate. There might be orchestrations, machinations, or some type of plan. There's also double Mars coming out in the first line. So we have the Seven of Cups, Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, Pentacles. Again, I repeat that the overall four energies are the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Everything else clarifies or modifies. Okay, Nine of Swords, we have a strong Mars energy today. Five of Cups, Death card, Knight of Cups, very, very strong Mars energy. So we have an open enemy for sure. All this martial energy. Yeah, we have some very strong martial energy here. So it would seem like things are getting worked out towards some type of destiny that we're owed as a birthright. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, a destiny that things are being worked out for. Three of Pentacles. There were backfires or some type of boomerang karmically. There might have been a projection, an illusion, a mirage. There might have been something unhealed, unawakened, and something's kind of come up. As I said, we're going through like a sacred clearance. So many cycles from the past that are non-complete, they're just coming back for review. Maybe we have flashes or memories of things or people. And we're going through a homecoming. We have the Death card and the Nine of Cups. Knight of Cups, that can be some type of Scorpio rising Mars in Scorpio. We also have the Five of Cups, so that's confirmed. We could also have Mars in the eighth house, so getting to the depths of the soul, exploring the recesses of our mind. We also have the Seven of Cups with the Five of Cups. So we have Venus and or Mars in Scorpio. So there may have been some, when things end up in Scorpio or Capricorn, I hate to say this, and it could be any sign, but most particularly Scorpio and Capricorn, there can be a karmic tie. So somebody's Mars is matching somebody's Venus. And more is on the way. I need to pause for a second. When you have the Death card and the Five of Cups, it's kind of like a purging. When you have the Seven of Cups and the Death card, it's kind of like a clearing. So it's the spiritual equivalent of smudging, although smudging is more air. This is like water. So it's like the energy, the vibration, the kind of caliber of the environment, whether it's the space or the caliber of people around, it's a vibration. So it goes frequency turns into vibration turns into energy. So frequency is a lot kind of like air, and then you have vibration that's definitely water, and then you have energy that's definitely earth. So the vibration here is shifting on purpose, and we had to come through some darkness to get there. There's some detachment as well with the Four of Cups. There's also something that's been going on over the next 2 weeks. We're about to hit this full moon right now, and then we have the full moon card here, Pisces, the moon. So with the Nine of Cups, we can be dealing with a Scorpio rising. With the Nine of Cups, we can be dealing with a Pisces rising. And then you have the Hermit here. So we're getting humble, but there's also affiliated systems. Something might be cloaking itself or shape shifting. It's been most particularly precarious. Something won't leave us alone. With the Knight of Wands and the Temperance card, that could be some type of Mars in Sagittarius or Sagittarius rising. With this Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit card, that could be some type of Virgo moon or Gemini rising. Ten of Swords here. With the Sun card. So we could be dealing with the Sun in Gemini. Definitely have a Sun in Gemini here with the King of Swords. And then we have the Eight of Wands and the Two of Swords. So Ten of Swords, the Fool, and the Sun. There's something where a curse is breaking, some kind of spell work or hex work is lifting, but also we're coming to a breakthrough after a breakdown. This breakdown or this ordeal that we went through, Ten of Swords, is giving us technical mastery, King of Swords. Definitely confirmed with the Hermit. With a Virgo moon, Scorpio rising, Pisces rising, Sagittarius rising. We could also have a Gemini rising, Sun would be there. We also have we also have a Virgo rising here. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. We have from from Ripe Avocado, the Cosmic Coven Minor Arcana Tarot deck. And it's going to be to deliberate any type of pairings that we have. From Los Scarabeo, we'll be deliberating the findings for any type of correlative or corresponding energy from Vita Sibilla Daily Oracle, again by Los Scarabeo. I'm curious about this moon with the Two of Swords because it's almost like we're seeing through illusion. We're dividing truth from delusion. We're also becoming very discerning about any type of heartache or setback that we've had. You know, crowning this reading right now is the Two of Swords. It's clarified by the Eight of Wands on my side and the King of Swords on another side. King of Swords, Two of Swords, wanting discernment or wanting to deliberate. The King of Swords, in and of its own, is judgment, partnered with the Queen of Swords, is judgment and discernment. So the Two of Swords is discernment, but it could be deliberation here. We might be at a crossroads where something's oppositional, or we have to pivot in a way where we say no, or put something down, or be of an opposing mind, maybe take an unfavorable position, deal with an unfortunate circumstance. All of that's in the Two of Swords. It can just be indecision, but I'm not sensing that. I'm getting that something's been the way it's always been, and we're beginning to see it from a different perspective because We've always had the fact that we've always known what it was, but what's changed now is our feelings. What's different now is our feelings on the matter. Because this shape shifting, something wants to pretend like it's us. It wants our spiritual signature. Shape shifting is the moon and or the temperance card. It's cloaking itself in our energy. And we're actually really humble as a leader, or we have a really humble teaching. But there was some type of spilled milk, whatever that is, whatever that looks like. We need to recognize that something's been coming to the threshold here. I want to know what this Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles is about. Oh, yeah, something is going to turn around for us quickly because there's a secret that could be gained through divination or through a racket or through some type of occultism. Something new is supposed to be starting. There was an energy standing around guarding our gate. Could have been a Virgo moon or a moon in the sixth house or Gemini rising. They perpetuated some type of facade or illusion or backfires successively in respect to our spiritual inheritance. There might have been gaslighting, mirage, glamour, all of that under the Seven of Cups. What is the Four of Cups in the moon? Something that needs to be put to bed, but also understanding that things are coming in and we might be carrying a vibration that doesn't allow it. We're missing things because of the vibe that we're sitting at and because we're not paying the right kind of attention. Doesn't mean we're not paying attention at all. You know, Ten of Swords with the Fool card means something here has been decided that it's guilty, and there's already a punishment being handed out from the divine. Again, Delarante, that's the third time it's come. That means the delirious missing an opportunity because our mind or our energy is somewhere else, our focus. You know, the Five of Cups can be a type of punishment where it's being undesirable, essentially. Spirit will do that. It'll get rid of first health and wealth, and then it'll start to get rid of people, places, and things, spirit, to get our attention. So we're realizing that we opened our heart up to people that really hold resentments. They might be haters. And there's a lot of disappointment here. Five of Cups is also disappointment, grief, mourning. So I also want to know what's all this Mars energy about. Yeah, there's another party that's in a resentment. It's the second time it's come up. La Nimica is worse than Il Nimico because this one already has access to the heart and they're harboring something and they're doing something intentionally, not just intentional harm, but they're also being intentionally deceptive. It's much worse. One is an adversary and the other one's an opponent. The opponent is worse because they want you off the game, off the board. They may even want to cancel and delete you. An adversary just doesn't want you to win. That's it. It's not about you, it's about the game. No, with an opponent, it's about you, and they don't care about the game. Yes, y'all might be playing a game, there may be some kind of battlefield, but they want to see you fall and not get back up. What is this Ten of Swords with the Sun? Because that's talking about a Gemini Sun. Yeah, there, if there's a Gemini sun or sun in the first house of Gemini rising, they're stuck with a resentment because something didn't work out well. Not only did they miss the opportunity, but they might have settled elsewhere and they need to turn back around and get with us because there's something that we're and it could be filial, congenial, doesn't always mean love. There's something alive in us that they didn't recognize before in terms of value. There's might be some daydreaming here or waxing philosophically or looking back towards the past, a little bit of rumination. What's this pair of tens? A plan or an agenda here. Seven of Pentacles with the plan that might not work. Because there's karma being imposed here. Through manifestation, there is a third party triangulation in the way for us getting what's really ours. And we've been taking a cold hard look at ourselves, doing some soul searching. We have a pair of threes, we have a pair of twos. So the threes here are about some delayed message and feeling haunted or attacked, or it can be feeling shame or guilt. It's more feeling regret. It's more about feeling regret because something got left out in the cold and it's made everything here a little bit bitter or austere. What's this pair of twos? Okay, so this alliance, it's actually a partnership, needs to be on higher ground because there's more of a bond here than what's clear. And there needs to be some equally beneficial nourishing needs exchange. We may have somebody close to us, like a best friend or something, or a confidant that we're not seeing correctly as well. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but somebody's waiting for their ships to come in. But they already have some type of option they want or decision that they want to choose. We may also have a Gemini rising. I'm getting Gemini rising or Virgo rising strong a lot like right now. We could have Mars in Gemini in the first house or Sun in Gemini in the first house. Okay. I honestly feel like somebody's hiding their affections or their love, but it might not be safe because we're going through a world of healing, Sun and the Sagittarius card. There may even also be a Sagittarius Sun. Okay, let's drop the trouble. Okay, now we have the Queen of Wands, so there's a 10 of. Okay, and now we have partner energy, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Hierophant, Two of Cups, Strength card. The second time today that card has come out in a different deck. So we're finding emotional fortitude, Strength card. It may be our spirit. We may have some type of spirit that is the lion spirit, but it's also looking at our bloodlines to clean, to purify. And we're definitely dealing with a witch. Queen of Wands, Strength card. That's a Leo moon or a Taurus rising. And the Strength card with the Hierophant together mean we're dealing with a witch. I want to confirm that. What is this Hierophant with the Strength card? Oh, yeah. Hmm. Something keeps coming back and working on us and working on us. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Just a quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost at seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the splendid grace of the divine, unconditional love and universal oneness. We love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this life. Until the next time, see you in the flip side. Take good care. Smash that like button. Bye bye.